fucking pissing me the fuck off this morning. Taking me 30 minutes just to get on the fucking clock. Fucking ridiculous. Fucks up my whole fucking morning. I don't know. Hopefully this did it. Seems like it's better. Hell. And it should never be breaking up. So hopefully that's not a thing. It's just the levels don't look right still. Why am I? Is that? How's that? I think I have the fucking. Yeah, the gain's up too much. How's the audio sound? Is it any better? Still kind of worried it's not right. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Too quiet? How's that? Look over here, it cuts me off. Too low. God, if it's too high, flips. I think that's okay. Oh, this has been the most annoying fucking start to my day. I'm sorry, guys. But I don't have a very good frustration tolerance. Especially because it was working fine until I did the update. That's what made me mad. If I'd have not hit that stupid update button and just let it ride, everything would have been fine. Is my mute button working? Okay, my mute button. And this is all because I wanted to get my fucking mute button working again. God. Oh, that's frustrating. Yeah, I was here and then my audio got fucked up. So I had to leave in the stream for a minute to try to sort that shit out. Pissed me off. I mean, you would think doing an update would make things just the same, if not better, instead of fucking everything up temporarily. It just a lesson learned. That's why I don't fucking update. I'll be honest, that's why I don't update shit. I hate updating. Updating always has fucked me more often than it's helped. I swear to God. I don't know why something like as theoretically helpful, it completely fucked my audio. I know. Like, that's what makes me mad about software motherfuckers in general. Oh my fucking God, of course. Of course. Fucking of course it would. Because they don't give a fuck. Hi, Alana. I've had a bad morning. I fucking updated my stream deck and all of my sound went to fucking hell. That's why I had to start the stream and then stop the stream because I figured it was a bad look for me to continue raging in front of my audience immaturely and out of control. Lost my actual shit because my frustration tolerance is basically zero these days. both the problem of getting older, getting like literally older. Not fucking shit like that. A fucking pillow falling out behind my back because I don't have a good chair worth of shit. Good chairs cost way too much money. Okay, yeah, I know that's part of the brand thing, but you know, uh-oh. No, it wasn't a loose connection. Aw, aw. May tried helping me. She's just sweet. God, I miss you guys. Why the fuck are you not? We missed them in this time slot because May was in New Zealand time zone. So she'd make Chase and stay up all night with her. Oh, it's gonna be a slow update. Oh, it's gonna be one of those. All right, let's see. Why does it update slow like this randomly? Even with a new cache, my updates are normally pretty much instantaneous. This is weird. Oh my god. It's not even moving hardly. What the fuck? Oh, come on. No, 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 no. We're gonna try again. That's not. Come on. There it goes. There it goes. That's the normal speed right there. Criminy. Oh, no, it's still doing it. Okay, there it goes. Still hesitating way more than it should. Why is it hesitating? What the fuck is going on? Why is it literally stopped? Oh my god. Really? This is gonna be my morning? It's gonna be this weird shit? Oh, it doesn't pick me up over here at all anymore? Oh yeah, it does. I just gotta yell. A little better? Oh, didn't pick. I put it over here, maybe? All right, whatever. Why is it hesitating? I'm having such a shit fucking morning. I'm not gonna be able to go on duty until fucking an hour after, 2 hours after I wake the fuck up. Come on. I'll try restarting the client. See if that does anything. Why am I hitting the red? Happen. Even when I cough. It's not downloading right. Won't even download this particular thing. Tried it 3 times. The fuck is going on? This is literally the 5th time it's tried downloading 6. So that time fucking I clear my cache, and that was the worst mistake again. Apparently, I could have made today. Oh my god. Guess I'm gonna look around and watch videos all morning while the decides to punch me. We mean someone messing around your house. Creepy. I thought you live in like the middle of nowhere. How's that even happen in Bumfuck, Egypt? Yeah, okay. I thought. I don't know. My friend lives up there, and he does say some fuck shit happens. Um, that's a weird state because it's like, no, never mind. We're not talking about politics here, but you know what I mean. Um, oh my god, I swear to God, why is it like this? This is what people complain about that never affects me. That the updates take forever for people. I guess because it's peer to peer shit and there's not enough people online. Oh, God. Fuck. Uses my tablet and drains the battery. Ugh. Inconsiderate little hussy. Drains my tablet. Sam, here, someone. Here. Breakfast. Come here. Oh my god. Come here. Check. Hi. Say hi, Jack. Get him. Down. Why you want. Dove. See, look, the rest of it went And it goes fast in sections. Mama, what are you doing? Tablet, I guess, for 20 minutes it's going to take to fucking update. This is so fucking annoying. I've restarted it 3 fucking times. This is the 3rd attempt to restart and make this thing download any faster. Oh. God damn it, you're right. I'm right up against the fucking restart. Didn't even get paid for 1 second yet. Haven't done anything. This kind of shit makes me never want to delete my cache again, too, by the way. This is exactly the same fucking thing that pissed me off about updating my Stream Deck. Gonna hang right here again. Goes up to 142 and it doesn't know what to fucking do. Fuck. Why it hangs on certain files? Why? Why is it like certain files it can't fucking find on the goddamn entirety of the internet? Oh God. See what? It's not going. This update is not fucking happening for me. Now the server's down. Working better now? No, not really. Maybe? Where it held up before. Yep. Holding up again. Past this fucking area right here. Yeah, I know, but it doesn't matter. I can't fucking update. I made the big mistake of deleting my fucking cache folder. Everything has gone wrong this morning. My update on my stream deck completely fucked my audio long enough for me to get frustrated to actually stop the stream for a few minutes to fix it. And then immediately had a head pop arriving in Strawberry, like immediately. Didn't even make it to the fucking. No. It was because the update would fucked my entire stream deck up. So yeah, none of the filters, nothing, you know. And now I'm pissed because this is taking forever. Normally this update is basically instant for me, even when I kill my fucking cache. And for some reason it's been hanging up. All fucking this has been 10 minutes I've been trying to update. I started updating 10 minutes before the storm. No, 15 minutes before the storm. It still won't update and let me in. I have relaunched it. This will be the 8th time. No, this never happens to me. That's why I'm pissed. If this was a regular experience, I wouldn't be so fucking mad right now. Well, really, you're supposed to do it if they actually make changes to the map. That's really when it helps. Yeah, it just isn't updating worth a shit. Still working, but just so fucking slow. God. Someone's gonna fucking force clock me out because I'm not even fucking here. Why is it backtrack? How was I at 150 something? Now I'm back at 134. God. And the problem is, I don't think starting the fucking update over is going to help. God. Why are we downloading the boxing gym when we don't even have it? 10 minutes of fucking updating again? Why? Why the fuck? Fuck everything. I'm about to go back to fucking bed. What? I freshly start my PC every morning, so I'm on a fresh reboot. So my mistake was fucking deleting my cache folders, and on a morning where apparently it doesn't want to update for me at a normal speed. My updates are normally basically instantaneous, like this fast. How these first ones are going. But it keeps holding up. All this hesitation shit. This never happens for me. You know what? 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 Fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck it. Fuck you. I'm not letting you beat me. Watch this. Door. Restore. Restore. No. No, no, no. Oh, I started the wrong fucking game. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. I swear to God today. One of those fucking days. No, I'm not doing No Man's Sky because I am also in a very frustrated position with it. I've only been playing it like 30 minutes, maybe an hour, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm about to die. No, that would be more frustrating because I definitely don't know what I'm doing. If this works. Yes. Fuck yes. I don't know why I didn't do that fucking 20 minutes ago. Ugh. Stupid. That's what the issue is. No, I should have done that. I just moved the folders back. Why didn't think that? Okay. 123 of us in here. Look, I'm instance probably. Nope, there's a horse. Okay, I'm not. Oh, wow. Yay. Hmm. Okay. We'll apply to her a little bit later. Shit. Storm. Oh. Um. I'll go ahead and do it now. What the fuck? I think. Morning, Muna. How are you? Rough start. Everything went wrong for me for a while today, but I finally got it together. Um, I mean, I can't. How can I put it? It's one of those things that's hard to put in context. Um, Brain updates being weird. I guess that's the easiest way to put it. Or actually, how about to put it this way? Sometimes don't even do that shit. Just don't ever update any fucking things because it creates headaches for way too long. At least for me, it did this morning. Yeah, so that's the rule. Except for that one thing. Never update the one thing, and definitely just in general don't update. Maybe that's my new rules. Really? Well, I know. No, I mean, that is important. But this was one of these things that it was technically something that wasn't necessary. It was the thing that helps me out with my voice box and my Twitchy eye stuff and all that. And for some reason, that thing just went all to hell when I did that. And then, of course, this is the day that the one time, getting rid of the cash out of my pockets went so painfully slow. It's like the way most people describe it goes for them. That never happens for me. Oh, and it totally happened today. So literally, I just said F it and just put the cash right back in my pocket. Say, nope, I'm just going to go back to my old cash because I like it. It took way too long. It was crazy. All right, so I've had a slow start. Let me get my horse. I will see you a little bit later. Okay, let's go. Yep. I heard Olivia passed her exam last night, and we have another full-fledged doctor. Yay. Yep. Yeah, it is. God, my surround sound has been off. I clocked. I clocked in briefly and ran. I'll have to check. And I don't remember. I think so. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, has it been a few days? I guess it has. I saw you guys together. Well, yeah, that was 48 hours ago or so, right? Yeah, 2 days. Yeah. Okay. Huh. Who did? Oh, yeah, I thought I saw the promotion thing come up. So, wait a minute. And she's a corporal now? No. Senior deputy. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Well, I just feel like, she's been ready for senior deputy for a while, so I lose track. It's one of those things that, well, you know how it is. You can't promote people unless there's a slot open, right? So, so here's the thing. I've got the surround sound on. Apparently, I had my DTS Dolby off this entire time for maybe weeks, and it sounds really weird to me now. In fact, it sounds worse. They're the same size. Oh, maybe not. Hey, Muna. Muna, I found Christian. Thank you. Go change. Yeah, it sounds like echoey. Oh my god. Fucking snake. Relax, Jim. I know it's a fucking snake, Jim. Jesus Christ. Yes, it's a snake. We're like, it's like 100 meters behind us now. Holy shit. Relax your actual butthole, Jim. Oh no. What is in the middle of the road? Why is there a phantom whatever in the middle of the road? Have to walk around. What's that about? What is Jim? Why can't you fucking walk over where I want you? What are you being weird about today? This is not a user error problem. I swear to God, it sounds less. Yeah, it messes it up. No, it's fine. It's just I'm not used to it. Huh. Why? Oh. Wait, is that why I had a head pop randomly? I managed to send a telegram earlier, but that was a while ago. 5 minutes ago or so. Oh, Jim, what are you doing in the middle of the road? Dude. No, Jim, my horse. Yeah, I have a horse named Jim. You're going over here, Jim. What? Get up. Get up, dude. Why are you not? There we go. All right, over here then. Okay. By the way, how you been? Haven't seen you in forever. I try to. I have to catch up here since earlier. I've been dealing with about an hour of frustration dealing with the train and, you know. shit. Get, nope. Shit. There we go. Get off. Okay. This is where I get. Okay. Like when? What do you mean? By the way, let's clarify. Do you mean the newspaper, or do you mean into the desk? I'm okay. Then I'm going to say before you even continue, I don't do that. I have had some, at least today. I've been fighting my brain and other issues for about an hour, and I was in town and had a head pop about 100 meters behind us, and literally fought my way to get back in here. So I don't do that in general. I'm being a little defensive because I am actually okay. Let me give you a little background since we only worked with each other a few months. I was the guy who literally was so paranoid about the exact topic we're talking about that anytime I did anything I thought was even gray area, I would ask someone of higher rank than me, do I clock out to go do this, including things like escorting merchants out of our territory as far away as, like, for example, the oil fields and back and that kind of stuff. And literally almost every single time but a couple, I was told, no, Pez, stay on the clock, you're doing fine, do whatever. Now, when it comes to situations that are out of my control, if my new directive is to immediately grab the newspaper and clock out so that I'm not visibly seen when I'm not physically here because I'm having additional problems getting off the train or brain issues, I'll try to be more mindful about that. But I have never been clocked in that desk and not, I guess the furthest I've ran off is to maybe take a bath or go from here to some destination for the storm. So maybe like the last 5 minutes of a storm, maybe 10 minutes. I might not be in town sometimes because I'm either heading to my house or going to the stable. So let's be specific. What are we talking about that I've been accused of being on the clock and not being available or not being around or on duty or whatever? Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you meant like I was clocked in and not around or something. Okay, so let's talk about what you mean. Hmm. Okay, okay. No, no, no. I want to understand too because I don't really know what we're talking about yet. All right. Okay. So we're talking about this morning. Okay. I mean, okay, so back to the thing. I think we addressed it. Today was unique. No, that's not what happened. I literally came in, clocked in, and went straight to get changed, and was interrupted before I even made it into the changing station or into the clothing store to get changed. And then, as you mentioned, I was fighting it for about. Let's see. I was woke up late today, so 15 after roughly is when I started walking into town. Came here first. I don't even think I clocked in first. I think I grabbed my kit at the storage first, then clocked in, then ran over, and then the headache happened, and that's why I fought to get back here. So again, that was a bit of a misunderstanding. And if I missed something, no, I haven't even looked yet because I just managed to make it back in and haven't even glanced at the telegram since my first look nearly an hour ago now. So if something happened between an hour ago and now, yes, you're right. I absolutely missed it. Wasn't here because I was fighting my brain and fighting those issues. So as a sergeant, I mean, okay, so here's the weird thing. I'll be very honest about this. Jake and Slim approached me after I'd been on the job for, I don't know, a few weeks and mentioned they didn't see me doing anything, or at least visibly, which, you know, actually, literally, that was true. I hadn't done any reports in a while. I hadn't had anything like paperwork to do, really, at least hard evidence wise. I was just doing my normal thing. I was doing, kind of, at least up until recently, was the highest ranking officer awake this kind of, at least up until the 7 a.m. storm during that early part of my day, those first 2 to 4 hours I'm awake. So I was kind of used to running the show that time of day and just kind of went about my normal thing. And then having a little bit of anxiety after that, because I wasn't really sure if I was improving, I deliberately tried to be a little more mindful about. In fact, there was one specific hump I got over with the MDT. I'd never actually processed anyone who had given me a correct and proper identification that can pull them up on the right side of the arrest forms. Yeah, we did. So that was perfect. I actually got to do a couple in a row that day. So I was actually able to get past the one thing I'd never seen before. Because I can train the MDT, but that was the one thing I didn't really know technically how to bring up because I never had the chance to. That worked out. And then had a follow up conversation with Christian, who kind of, in some way, Jake, I'll be honest, modified or corrected what you guys said. In some ways, he said, well, listen, Pezz, and it might have been my misunderstanding because some of the complaints was I wasn't doing enough training. When I mentioned that, or maybe I was thinking training like in general, not specifically what my job is, which is supervising corporals trainings, which maybe that's what was meant. And whatever. So that's what Christian clarified about. And I said, yeah, absolutely. I have done that. In fact, I knocked out all of my supervised training within a few days of me being promoted because that was something that was, actually sort of, I don't know, just it was an effort that was made and we got it done. So back to, I guess what we're talking about, how I feel and everything. So there's a couple things I would like to actually bring up regarding this in general. And this is something I think I can do a little bit on my own. I've already started picking up some books and doing a little research to try to improve my knowledge base as an officer. But it occurred to me there's at least a couple things that I have still to this day minimal experience on. I brought it up to him, so he's thrown me some things to do regarding investigations. But I realized regarding at least that topic, I don't really at least know past what I've already done and some things that might be obvious, some of these next steps regarding following up on investigations and continuing them. So I've got at least one I'm about to start that I haven't actually put in paper yet. I've got it all in notes and I'm waiting to follow up with one of my witnesses, get some medical forms released for the particular one. That's something that I just am missing as a sort of a training thing because right after I was promoted, May and Chasen was still with us then. They were very proactive, making sure I had all my training stuff done and updating my, the things I need to do routine. So, nothing's particularly changed. I'm kind of in a routine. I will be honest, I've had sort of in the back of my mind after it was brought up that they definitely were looking to promote people to Senate. I look at what they do as a day-to-day job and I'm starting to understand it a little bit more. I had some, I don't know, I had a little bit of promotion anxiety stuff just because I see that their job is very different, a lot more administrative, a lot more paperwork, more time in and around the office and less in the field maybe, which is fine. It's not like I would, I don't know. I've been thinking about it. It's not like I would avoid promotion, but I just, as far as if I'm ready for it, if that's part of the conversation, that's really not for me to decide. I'm more just, me, I just try to get and do my best I can. And I was a little upset, disappointed myself that I'd even slipped up enough to get the attention of Jake and Slim regarding the fact that they felt I wasn't doing sergeant, or at least visibly. Right. Right. Yeah, that's easy. And everyone does that. That's not rank limited, right? I get that. Right. Right. We want them to. Yeah, that's part of the point. Right. Okay. Huh? Right. I would want a second look anyway, obviously, because I'm not confident enough in the process to call myself, obviously. All right. I thought I was getting demoted. Maybe not. I love you, Jake. Yeah. Yeah, like I've got two that stalled, and that's partly me. I got to figure out a way to follow back up. Well, one of them is stalled because there was never another event that triggered the initial investigation. That's the one related to the token that was placed on one of our officers when he was down. Playing card one. Because that's a weird, suspicious thing, and that's why I keep looking for those cards to show up again, and it's just never happened since. That's why I don't want to close that. Yeah, exactly. You would have. We'd have talked about our peepees. It'd have been a sword fight. Yep. I started that yesterday. I realized something I had flipped up on doing that I was. God, it's the weirdest thing. I was so much more conscientious about this as a senior deputy than after the tie changes. It seems like, and it wasn't really evident to me until it was a little bit post the Jake and Slim conversation. I started thinking about, say, what am I doing different? And some of it was I have this part of this. Yeah, part of it's a guilty thing about something I know about myself very clearly. Besides, I have pressured speech problems, which I do work on and I am aware of. Um, I also I'm a chatty person. It's both, for the most part, a benefit. That's why I'm so good at public relations stuff. But on the flip side of that, I realized when people, teasing or otherwise, mention that I got to tone it down or just be a little bit more mindful. Um, I noticed it had a weird secondary effect I didn't notice till recently, and that's I became a little less chatty in general, just in my day to day hanging out with subordinates. Where what I used to always do is just basically never shut up. I would just be imparting information, not necessarily a specific training. Well, no, they are kind of training points. Sometimes I talk about, for example, de escalation techniques. One day I was talking about some negotiation pointers and things to look for. Reading your audience regarding the bad guys and kind of getting a feel for what you can get away with and what you can't. Um, just higher level stuff that you learn from being on the job for a while. And I kind of caught myself not doing that. And I'm like, something? That's kind of part of the problem right there. That's not really very, that's one way to visibly show leadership without pushing the rank around. Because, it's not my style to push the rank around per se. It does need to happen sometimes. Just like I felt very specifically guilty about the time me and myself, Jack, and one other deputy got shot down dealing with the misfits. because I let Jack run in, and I should have stopped him and should have said something, because Misfits, as you well know, deal with at least me and Slim pretty, at least pleasantly, at least on initial contact. They probably wouldn't have gunned me down if I'd approached him and asked him what they're up to. It was one of those days we were tailing them because they were looking suspicious. And I got you. I got you. Right. I do 100%. That's something I was talking to. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, of course. I got you. Yep. No, 100%. No, you're right. I get you. Okay. Right. No, no, no. No, and honestly, I think the only kind of thing that was running around has been addressed that made me not particularly feel uncomfortable. Well, maybe a little bit, but I think it was sort of all of us with red ties were trying to figure out what was going on with C's super aggressive training thing, which, by the way, she's good at it. So, and all of us are, we wouldn't be here. And I didn't mind her doing it, but it was one of those things that felt like she was taking up all the opportunities that it was, especially with the hours that I keep, which is weird because yeah, I know. And honestly, still feel like just for scheduling reasons, I don't know if it makes sense to actually change my stars to yeah, I guess you leave them EST, but you put it in parentheses, works G hours. Because, well, no, I live in the East Coast, but as you well know, I basically work what's considered early GMT schedule since I go to bed between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern every day and get up. Yeah, so, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's right. Okay. All right. You do work early because, yeah, most of you guys are working this time of day. That's right. You did mention that. Okay. Right, right. Yep. Look forward to that. That's something that's important, I think, because we all need to feel both on the same page and feel more as a group, which, we do pretty good at that. Yep. No, we're kind of done. We were just following up, and I'm that's scary. Yep, yep. Yeah, Chris doesn't like me, but yeah, I'll approach the other lieutenants. No, we're kidding. Actually, Chris is one of the people I'm very comfortable approaching. I actually talked to him. Actually, Chris will even tell you this. I had a little bit of anxiety. I don't know what it was a couple of weeks ago, and I came over to Chris and talked to him for a minute. So, mhm, I got you. In fact, literally, I'm going to go to. I got to check up on telegrams. I haven't read them since I woke back up from me fighting to get back off the train a little while ago. So apparently, I missed something. So I'm going to go read what happened anyway. 100%. A 100%. Yep. 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 Good seeing you again, Miley. Have a good night. Checking telegrams. Morning. Is that Rocky? Good. Oh my God, did your beard get longer? You've got like a level 3 beard now. That's kind of amazing. I hear you. I got you. Sometimes you just can't be bothered shaving, damn it. Yes, we can show each other's. Yep. That's the same guys. Mm-hmm. Morning. Leave the cow. Oh, yeah, he was just straightening it. Have a good day, ma'am. Sheriff Swift of Tumbleweed. Just exactly, only Tumbleweed. Fuck Plainview. Yeah, we agree. Let's go. All right, let's do it. Oh, Cal's clocking in. Going to New Austin to sheriff or what? Go sheriffing. Making one. We make patrols. Hear that, Rocky? We make patrols. We're making them. Making them. Gonna make one. Mm-hmm. No, it's just the way Chris says it because of the translation thing. Chris has about my favorite accent going. Oh, also the way Billy says bastard. I love it when he's silly. His English bastard. He should be waking up pretty soon. This is normal this time of day. Maxwell. Come on, Jim. Oh, I gotta give a gift out. You sneaky cheeky little sneak cheek. Hold on. Find something. Ah! Naked man. Here, I'll give Naked Man a chocolate bar. I think he's off the train fresh. Yeah, I think he's fresh off the train. I'm not? What? Oh, that's right, because it was taking so damn long. Because I'll explain it. Life went weird with me today. Oh, I know. I got force clocked out because they thought I wasn't here. That's what. They didn't even tell me they did that. Where's Wyatt? That's what happened. Wyatt force clocked me out and didn't tell me. They thought I was clocked in and not around. What happened was I had a head pop right over there right after I clocked in, and I was literally fighting my. It's a long story. How about this? The easiest way to say it in context. Yeah, exactly. That's what happened. I couldn't get back for a minute because of brain issues, I guess is the best way to say it. I learned a lesson, by the way, and I'm going to remember this. Just don't do anything. Maybe yeah, okay. Maybe on duty. When I saw him briefly, he did have the tie on, but if he's not clocked in, then he probably clocked back out because. Okay, then he's here because I saw him over at the stable earlier. Moona hadn't seen him in a couple days, so they were over. That was a while ago, but they were. Yes, he's here, but I don't know where he's at. Last I saw him was the stables, talking to Moona. Stables, Moona, 30 minutes ago. Yeah, I saw. Listen, I'm anxious from fighting my damn brain for like 30 minutes, it felt like. Still uptight, got the adrenaline bleed. No, it was frustrating. Just maddening. Well, no, lesson learned is apparently you just should not ever, how can I say it? Just don't ever update unnecessary shit. Beg your pardon? I mean, have you? I'm asking you. Because you're cheeky like that. You want to know. He's testing us, yeah. Because you owe it to the fact that you were a lawman once. You have an honor system that is still intact. And you love us. Plus you love us, Max. We're your favorites. But we're gonna have to help this guy out. Might not know how to get in the clothing store. Is he talking? Or what if he did the voice box goof that everyone does? Oh, oh, there he is. There we go. No, we can hear him. Heck yes. Okay. Yeah, yeah, a lot of good stuff in there. No, I know why we did it. But he should have told me. I would have clocked the fuck back in. I've been clocked out on the newspaper for like, what, 30 minutes or more? Maybe 40? That upsets me because it makes me look like I was here less than I really was. Again, I understand if it can't get back in, if it takes longer than roughly 15 minutes or so to sort out whatever's going on with my brain, I normally remember and get around to clocking out on the paper. In fact, I was going to do that. I just was right in the middle of figuring it out. And once I did, I was like, yes, I'm back. So I didn't bother doing it because it didn't technically take that long. I've seen people have worse issues for longer. It's like, or maybe that's just me, biased memory. Sam, what is the story? Hello. Hello, sir. Oh, and of course, my horse is good. Wow. Okay. I'm going to climb up a fucking wall. Yeah, that was amazing to me. Do it. Do their job, Bo. Bo, do their job and your job. I think currently they suspect that she's been addicted to something that the doctor's giving her. Yeah, probably. Like needs to, yeah, be away from that for a good day or so. Yeah. Hope this isn't like part two of the same conversation. Oh, two in one day. Yeah, I just talked to Wyoming and Jake a few minutes ago. Or is that what we're talking about? Maybe you don't know that I just had a conversation. Just how I'm doing as sergeant, if you need anything, how I'm feeling, the issue with me being clocked in and missing, which I addressed, and it was very frustrating because I'm very conscientious of that. I was having brain issues after having a head pop, and I was fighting with it, and I'm aware and I'm very conscientious that if I fight with something too terribly long, usually I try to give it a reasonable amount of time. I don't actually put a stopwatch onto it, but if it feels like it goes longer than 15, 20 minutes, I usually remember to get around to the newspaper and clocking out if I can't get back off the train. So both of those things were talked about and addressed. Do we have another one? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hadn't had a chance to do it yet because I finally figured it out and I was coming back, but apparently Wyoming force clocked me out and then asked me where I was. I'm like, well, I was technically here, but having a battle. So yeah, we talked about that. We talked about some other stuff. And I was already comfortable with this. He wanted to make sure I was comfortable approaching command or other, lieutenants and stuff about getting help with some of these things I'm working on. Like I've got a couple investigations. One of them is definitely stalled out until another event happens relevant to it. There's one I'm about to start. I'm waiting to get back with a witness so I can get his medical records. Um, yeah, so I actually wanted some advice and training on that eventually. Get a couple more steps in place first. Uh oh. All right. Third one. Armadillo incident. Be more. Oh, with fucking trying to get Reggie arrested. God, that was the worst fucking timing situation. Okay, so no, we not well. I saw the telegram, and I was trying to stall as long as possible. Is basically what my angle was. Good. Yeah, I got you. Perfect. Sam, get down. I will feed you in a minute. Relax. No, you want to eat. Relax. Okay. So I'll be honest, real quick. The summation of at least what I think I could have done differently before I give you the whole story is for some reason, and I don't know why none of the three of us, including Jack, didn't think of it either. I probably should have just used or attempted to use the lawful order clause to maybe get the situation to go our way. So let me explain. And obviously we talked about it briefly when I ran into you on the trail. So it was us three versus they had about seven in their group. Although at first we thought Reggie was alone. That's actually why we were excited. We're like, holy shit, that's Reggie. He's by himself. It looks like we didn't see the other of his group kind of mingling in town. So Jack went to go quickly look up what the situation was how bad the warrants were, and to send for backup. At that point, us three were going to handle it. Then his entirety of his friends rolled up roughly after when they saw us kind of talking to him. So at this point, we were just basically playing a stall game. Jack had already sent the telegram requesting backup, and we were roughly at that point within 40 some odd minutes of the storm. Yeah, I was aware. In fact, I checked on it and saw that it had been replied and knew backup was on the way. That's why I continued to stall the best I could as long as I could. What I was facing was the individual himself, which I knew was Reggie, and his friends were getting increasingly unruly about the whole fact that we were stalling them going to wherever they were going next. And multiple times, and Jack would verify this, I'm sure he gave you the same statement. We told the rest of the group to leave. We would give, whatever his name was, Vladimir or whatever he was going by, a ride back to Limpany and or Valentine if he needed, or we would provide a horse or both. And we said, you guys can go. We need to talk to him for a few. We're trying to verify identity. And I even went as far as explaining what it was. I said, listen, we've got some situation with outstanding fines that need to be paid. And this individual, we're trying to verify identity. He doesn't have ID on him. So we're going to detain him long enough to confirm this. When really what I was doing was stalling for the backup. I knew who he was. We all knew who he was. And they just refused. Like, he wouldn't come in the station. We tried using the photography as an excuse. He kept refusing. The only thing I kind of really regret is I don't know why I didn't just give him a lawful order and see what happened, because at that point they had the choice of I could legally arrest him at that point, or they were just going to fight us, which, right, that's why I didn't do it. And so basically I kept him to the last minute. I pulled him aside because I just wanted to go ahead and have a serious one-on-one with him about how serious this situation was. And I warned him. I said, listen, I said, Reggie, I know it's you. Everyone knows it's you. And the only problem was Jack hadn't snuck into my pocket or whispered in my ear exactly what
his fines were as far as the total, so I didn't have the numbers. I said, listen, you're wanted for back fines and possibly an active, situation. Actually, I did remember some of the charges, and I listed them to him. So this is the shit you're wanted for. You need to comply, pay the fines, and do the time on this, or it's just going to get worse. The bounty hunters are way ruder than we are, and they don't play nice. And I said, what we were trying to do is literally just bring you in to get this resolved. But what you have is your entire fucking posse here with you, and I'm not going 3 versus 7. So I'm just going to give you that. We're going to circle back and finish this. I know who you are. We know the fake name you're operating under, and I'm just going to politely say that, I also think I know who your attorney is, by the way. And I just played that card a little bit on him. I said, no one's happy with this, and if you want this to go easy on you, you need to do it the easy way. You trying to give us a fake name is not going to fly. We do know better, and we do eventually catch up with it. So at that point, this was roughly, I think the warning had already happened for the 30 minutes before the storm thing. So I said, listen, we're too close to the storm. I only have 3 people. I'm not going to go up against 7. I will find you, on the ESO side, or I'll find you next time you're over here, or we'll circle back in about 30 minutes after the storm. And he took off with his friends, and basically right as they were leaving was when my backup arrived. And that's why I think Jack decided to go ahead, and I was fine with it. I was trying to ride with him. Him, Jolene, and I think 1 or maybe 2 other deputies immediately rode off after them. And I got on my horse, and I thought the chase ended. That's why I stopped with you and Missy, because I thought that's where the chase ended, that they already apprehended someone or couldn't see them anymore or whatever, because obviously at the mist I couldn't see anything. Yeah, they rode past you, and you didn't know what was up, and obviously, I thought the chase ended. And see, that's what happened. They must have headed straight for the river, which I didn't even know. I didn't see which direction they left. Yeah, they went towards the water. Yeah. Because I haven't had a chance to talk to Jack, because honestly, I went to bed shortly after all that went down. Well, that sucks. That was the worst. My biggest faux pas, I think, was not thinking about attempting to use the lawful order clause to get him inside the station so we could process him or attempt to. That way, at least we would be isolated from his friends that might have. Yeah, but you're right. I mean, I guess in hindsight, you said they probably would have gunned us down anyway. I just know that some of them know me well enough to at least be polite to me, because I think Clara is their lawyer for at least a couple of them. So some of them were trying to be at least nice with me personally. That's why I was trying to be in the middle between Jack being a little on the hard side, but Jack was being good. He was well behaved. He didn't go shitty on him. He didn't try to provoke. Jack's been great actually the past few days. It seems toned it down a lot, at least around me. No, no, I didn't see the backup. Literally arrived as I cut Reggie loose. Half his people were riding out, and he got on the horse, and then as I went around the corner, I heard the other horses arriving. Like, shit, that's my backup. And Jack said, what happened to him? What happened to him? I said, I literally just cut him loose. He said, let's go get him. I said, all right, let's go. That's the rest. So now I was trying to find a balance between them trying to be whatever amicable with me, because of that whatever. So bad guys call me out by name, as you well know, makes me both nervous and whatever. Nice to be liked, but you know what I mean. A little bit when it's one of those situations. So other than not think, I don't know. I mean, what could I have done differently? I mean, I think I did fairly okay considering the situation. Well, that's why I tried encouraging him. I said, listen, Reggie, just turn yourself in and we'll go as easy as we can on you. I said, you said, I will. I'll go as light as physically possible. If you comply nice, I'll make sure everyone knows that. That'll look good for you in the future, by the way, as well. But everyone was being in a fucking hurry because of the storm and all that. Right. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to think. In fact, even I extended the conversation. with my verbose Pezz style. Even just tried being as as wordy as I could about everything I was doing with it. All. I was pissed. I was upset, especially when I realized they had just rolled in as I saying goodbye to him. If I'd have seen him, I'd have just I just got the lasso out and just taken my chances, but I didn't see them or didn't hear them because I think they arrived as he was leaving. What was happening was like a simultaneous. Ah, that's fresh. No, I was ready to give my report. I even took notes last night before I went to bed. The stuff that was fresh in my mind, I even jotted it down. Well, I need to circle back with command on this one. Yeah, I know. Do what you need to do, especially if you think I did anything that needs to be coached or whatever. I just. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Works. Oh, yeah, yeah. We all kind of converged at once. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I lost track of the group. I didn't. Yeah. I didn't hear it. That's why. I tend to focus down too much on whatever the task at hand is. Yeah, yeah. I get tunnel vision because when I'm trying, and that's the weird thing because when I need to be otherwise normally aware, like in the day to day thing, I'm actually very good at observation and stuff. I do have that crazy tunnel vision thing depending on situation. Sometimes, again, just even verbally engaging with people cause it. Um, I didn't hear it. That's what I feel horrible. I can't believe I missed that shit. I think it was Marcus that I finally heard. I didn't hear Chris. He's a little soft spoken. I missed it. I might have missed it in the drowning or my own bullshit. I did hear Marcus, and that's why I said, "Oh shit, I gotta go." Heard Marcus because he came through the. I went the wrong way. I know. I literally went the wrong way because for some reason my brain. I don't know why I didn't remember I was going to New Austin. That was just brain fart. No, I totally knew, and I was looking for it. I actually was watching the road, and that's and again, right when I was dealing with that last part of the conversation with Reggie, that's when the fog decided to show up and give them the crime fucking Cape Fog. Yeah, because that was weird. I was even noticing it as I was talking to him. Oh, this is going to complicate. But no, I didn't see them arrive, and yeah, that's literally it was a timing thing. They apparently pulled into town as I cut him loose. That's when I came around and saw them, and that's why I was willing to do the chase. I figured, fuck it, he's going to be at the trailing end of that group anyway. No, I was looking. Yeah, I was looking. I was positioned myself on the far side of that, whatever that new trade building was, but I was at an angle where I could see the main road. Again, fucking fog, but yeah, I was listening and looking for him. Oh, it's horrible. I was, you know, again, I'll take whatever punitive I need to take on that one. That was, regardless of bad weather timing, still sucked. I have regrets, but I don't know what else I really could have done besides maybe try to stall a little bit longer. But they were getting shitty, especially because the 30-minute beeper had already hit, or was about to hit, because everyone was starting to worry about the storm. Because I haven't been fucking up. No, I haven't been. That's just a situation. That was a shit show last night, and I got victimized by bad timing. The other stuff was, I was expecting that conversation. That wasn't that bad. This one I knew I had to do too. I just didn't realize that people were thinking I was being grossly distracted. I think it was obvious that it was a bad situation with timing and fog and the weather, minimizing my ability to realize that they had just arrived and I could have held Reggie a few more seconds. Because honestly, we're talking about seconds. I could have held him 10 more seconds and I'd have had all my backup there. I was watching the. Sam, Sam, yes, I know, dude. Sam, right this second. Yes, you're going. Yep. Yeah, because the trick is like getting her past this, right? Jack, Jack. Oh, I'm English. What's up, Angel? Nah, they're not really like, not an on my butt kind of thing. Talks you have to have. Oh, what are you doing, Jack? Doing, Jack. Beardo, Jack. Yeah, I think so. Hopefully. Feel bad for that lady. It's past that. Hopefully she'll be okay. So yeah, I'll forever hate the fact that what 10 seconds, 20 seconds could have made all the difference last night.
Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Yeah, yeah. Hmm? Oh yeah, we stalled them for it. It was almost a half hour. We kept him around for a while. We made contact probably close to a little after 6 p.m. shortly. You know, because we were starting to wrap up Armadillo and we were going to head out on patrol further east. That's when we spotted him. We were like, wait a minute, shit, is that Reggie? And I said, Jack, go check real quick. And he was going to go pull the file, see where we were on the warrant. I remembered roughly it was like, it was a bank robbery, right? So I think it was robbery 4 times. Big one, the surprise one is they had 4 fucking hostages that day, 4 times kidnapping and evasion. And he immediately sent out the telegram for backup. So the telegram, if you look at the timestamp, probably went out 15 ish, maybe even. I don't know. I have to look. That would give us a good idea when the situation started because Jack immediately went in to do a telegram. Well, maybe not immediately. He probably went to do a telegram within definitely less than 10 minutes of when we started talking to him and making contact. Because remember, we had him to ourselves for a good couple of maybe 2 minutes. That's when we were trying to, you know, get a good look at him and be like, all right, well, come here. You look like someone we need to talk to. Pulled him aside for detainment. I could check real quick. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I saw one. I saw 2 responses. I think. I guess I saw both Gene's and the people that actually wrote out. That's why I figured they were arriving any minute. That's why I was doing everything I could to just keep the conversation going and keep, well, I guess technically his posse from getting too unruly. Of course, you know. Well, see, here's the other thing because this is one of these classic things that just because Jack was there, it was not his fault that it was more problematic, but it was because they kept focusing on Jack. And Jack was being fucking behaved. He wasn't doing his hard ass Jack shit. He was actually focusing on the, you know, also looking like he was stalling. He had his notebook out and was like pretending to fuck around with paperwork and looking up the information that we were after. And, you know, no, Jack did really good. Yeah. But that's the reputation. And they started. They're like, well, Jack, you know, you're always da da da. And I even and finally, I got a little sassy with him, and hopefully, Jack spoke out in favor in this regard. A little bit closer to when the scene was breaking up, I finally said, "Listen, bottom fucking line is this guy looks like someone we need to talk to. We are lawfully detaining him as long as we need to, because I'm sorry, folks, there is not an official time limit on a detention, at least that I've ever heard of. And you know, I read this shit all the time. It's part of my job. So I know, but exactly, but that's we're not going to be doing that." And I knew it. And so I said, "Listen, you guys are actually completely clear to leave. In fact, I even told him I prefer you guys leave." And one gentleman, and it's one of the ones I know, I couldn't remember his name, um, said, "No, no, no, Pez, we're not. I'm not leaving. I'm staying because." You know, he's trying to make it out like this guy doesn't know English very well. He's like, you know, sometimes he struggles with translating. I think I should be here, make sure he's properly represented and understood. His English seems fine to me. I even mentioned that. I said, "You can stay, but you're not going to come in the station house with us. You can wait on the porch, and if we, you know, on the deck here, and if he has problems communicating, I will come get you, and you can come in and help." But honestly, I said the big issue is this is a private situation. If he wants to tell you about what's going on after the fact, that's his option. Right now, this is a police matter. It has to remain confidential for legal reasons. And by the way, I'm pretty sure everyone here knows this. So yeah, I finally got sassy and a little mouthy with him and told him to back the fuck down, and they just basically wouldn't. And he refused to come in and get his photo taken. He said, "Nope, I'm not stepping inside there." And his friend said, "No, you shouldn't go in there. They're just going to arrest you on site." And I said, "No, we're going to get his picture, and we're going to compare it to the other mug shots we have, and we're going to compare his name amongst a fake name list." You know, I just kind of, again, was stalling for time and just, yeah, I just made up some shit. Yeah, exactly. Um, yeah, but they knew what was up. They knew we were going to pop him for. They knew absolutely he owed fines, and definitely were aware we were about to get. In fact, yeah, go ahead. Now we're done. Okay, I'll expect a follow up conversation potentially. It's fine. Yeah, yeah, I get it. Considering I've already been talked to about stuff, whatever. They need to if they need to move me, they need to move me. Get uptight about that stuff, other than just disappointment of looking like a failed lawman, I guess. I get that too. Well, Slim brought that up when we had our initial conversation. Right, right, right. I know what you mean. Yeah, right. No, I get that, and yeah, certain things are still subjective. Yeah, yeah. I don't think necessarily considering where they were probably coming from. I mean, I didn't. Again, I wasn't watching my pocket watch, so I really, literally, other than the warning when we got, I knew it was getting close to the storm. I wasn't watching carefully enough to check the, to watch, pay attention to timestamp versus how long I expected them to arrive. I just knew that, I just knew it was all coming to a head. I knew both they were arriving any moment and they were getting impatient enough that they were getting really shitty about needing to leave. I was kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place of go ahead and trying to slap the cuffs on him real quick and taking my chances, or cutting him loose and potentially losing him. Um, yeah, it was a fucked up. Yeah, of course. Of course not. Been nice to have grabbed him. I get it. Just been nice to have grabbed him. Especially when it looked like we had the perfect opportunity. I swear we thought we were given a gift when we noticed that he had any specific people with him. He was in the bank. That was the weird thing. He ran into the bank first, then ran out. We caught him kind of, again, by himself heading southeast out of town. Like he was maybe going to go to Don Louis, or I don't know where the hell he was heading. That's where we stopped him, over there between the sheriff station and those two buildings, and there to do bank shit. And again, all of his friends were there. I just don't know where they were lollygagging at that we didn't notice them. I think they were split partially. Like a couple rolled into town, but were messing around at the stables. The others arrived a few minutes later after we already started talking to him. Because the female that God, I need to remember her name. I think it was her name's Barb. Barb. I have to look it up, and I have to look up. I know she's gotten in trouble. She's want to clear, but because she called me out by name. She's like, Pezz, Pezz, what's going on here? And I said, well, this guy's looks like someone we need to talk to. Be detaining him for a few minutes. We got to resolve something. At first they were actually okay with it. They didn't start getting salty until getting closer to that 30 minutes before marker. That's when they started getting a little shitty. Yeah, exactly. And plus, they knew what was up. They knew we were going to try to fucking grab him. Sam, I know it. I know you want to eat. Yep, write your stuff. I'll wait for them to come back, and I guess merge back with them when they get back done patrolling. I'm gonna do a quick bath. All right, and I'm dying of thirst. I am literally out of drink for the. I actually got breakfast break. Yeah, I was so mad. That's why I was actually completely cool. I even told. I don't know if you heard the whole thing, but that's why I told Christian and No, I guess I've only talked to Christian about it because I haven't had a chance to talk to Jack about it yet. That's why I told Christian like I was totally cool with chasing him down. Um, oh, okay. So basically, because I knew it was coming, because I hadn't had a chance to talk to anyone since it happened. Sam, get the hell down. Christian was following up with what happened in Armadillo last night, and so I gave him the timeline, and it's just fucking like literally one of those classic situations where 10 seconds or potentially the lack of the fucking crime fog could have made that turn out totally different because not only did I not see or hear my backup arriving until I already basically told Reggie bye and he started running off, but yeah, both those things. Like, no, I explained it. I explained we were trying to stall. I knew backup. The big thing he wanted to make sure of was did I know backup was coming? Because that would have kind of exonerated me was from some level of responsibility, maybe. But no, I'm not going to fucking, I copped my shit. I knew backup was coming, and I knew what my job was to stall. And I also knew full well because they already were starting to be shitty with you that I need to take lead on stalling and you need to be as quiet as possible, which you were. I very specifically complimented Jack's behavior during this whole situation. In fact, I even said that he was caught under the. They threw him under the bus just to be shitty because he was there. I said, actually, him being there made them shittier. It's one of those unfortunate timing things. But you were being good, and Jack was being completely quiet and So yeah, I told him. In fact, at the end, I even told him I finally got a little snappy with him and said, "Listen, this is what's going on. Shut the fuck up. Leave us alone. The only thing I regret," and he said there was no way. Well, and he also said the only other thing I thought of to do in hindsight was to pull the lawful order trick, make him go in there. But Christian said no. As soon as you pulled that card, they would have fucking pulled weapons and, you know, either gunned you down or made you guys put your hands up and fucking whatever, right? So he confirmed that my biggest fear that it would have gone that way. So our job was to do what we were doing, stall as long as possible till backup arrived, and then hope. It was just fucked up timing that I literally gave him. And I had the talk. Oh, I called him out. I said, Reggie, we know it's you. The only reason I'm stalling here is because there's only 3 of us and there's fucking 7 of you, and I'm not doing that shit. And you know it, and we all know it. And I also know your crew's not going to be fucking polite about me bringing you in. So I said, here's your option. I said, I'll go light on you. I said, I'll fucking go as light as I'm able to humanly do with whatever fines and shit you got to deal with. But you have to fucking, you have to just go ahead and comply. Turn yourself in. Let me put the cuffs on you. Tell your friends to go home, and I'll give you the minimum sentence possible and the minimum amount of fine possible. But you need to just quit fucking around and quit running and quit using a fake name because we're not stupid. You're way too, like you've got way too much of a distinctive look to fucking be pulling off being Mr. Pavrovich or whatever the fuck you're trying to do. So no, I literally had the fucking dad conversation with him before he left. I said, this is not over. I said, you and I are, I'm bringing you in next time I see you, just full stop. So you may not want to come in my county because we know your fake name. We know what you look like. And I'm just doing my damn job. Plus, I think I know your attorney, maybe, probably. I do. Oh, they're gonna be pissed because I might play the Clara card on her. Claire's already, even without me fucking playing her as a card, has already fussed at the Desperados for that bullshit they did to us a couple weeks ago, just shooting us down. Because remember, she's got a very powerful card to play. They need legal representation. He can blacklist them from all legal representation. That's powerful shit. I didn't even know she could do that. I didn't know they had a blacklist. All right, I got to feed these cats and get a drink before I die of thirst. So yeah, that was a shit show. I'm frustrated. I'm not even going to get mad if I get demoted over it, to be honest. That may or may not happen. I'm not saying that's happening, but I wouldn't even be mad about it. I don't know. Most of those groups still like Pez, but whatever. Kind of over them trying to assume I'm automatically Mr. Nice Guy just because. God, I should have leaned harder into him maybe too. I leaned pretty hard. I'm like, listen, you fucking. I tried selling it. Fucking play nice and go as easy as possible. This is literally the equivalent of turning yourself in. What I told him. I'll even pitch it like that. I'll say after we talked, you turned yourself in. That'll go good for your reputation in the future too. That'll make you more trustworthy as a crim, as far as like dealing with you at your word, whatever. Oh, thought it might be something he would actually like. Yeah. Howdy. Yeah. What's going on? I mean, it's really just talk to us when you make the basic qualifications. The basic stuff is usually you need to be in the Commonwealth 2 weeks, you know, at least roughly. Within a couple of days of that, you need to have a clean criminal record, at least no serious felonies, that kind of stuff. And at least as far as preferences, we prefer you to have, and I guess I can give you some advice on this and steer you away from some stuff, but it's we usually prefer you to have a horse that you already own and at least some sort of defensive option. Although if you're relatively new off the train, the best thing I could tell you, don't buy the mangy horse because for actually less than that sucker, you can get a decent horse. You can get a Morgan for about $100. Um, yeah, yeah, and you can get a fully trained Morgan for about 200. So I encourage you to eventually save the extra money to have it trained. But so yeah, go that direction. Also, if you're new off the train, don't buy the Cattleman revolver. It seems an obvious first start, but honestly, at least in the Commonwealth, it is so horrible that it's actually not even worth the money because the sad fact is for about 50 to $75 or so more, you can actually get a good sidearm that's way better than from a gunsmith. Oh, there you go. Navy's an excellent choice. It costs a bit more money. They're closer to 300, but they're excellent handguns. I use one in my rotation. Yeah, just got to wait for a gunsmith to be around this time of day. Jack Devlin here in town, who owns the gunsmith locally, should be awake here in the next couple hours. Beyond that, I know the gunsmiths down in Tumbleweed are very active and have been. I don't know. They got more coverage down there apparently recently. So worst case, it's a long ride, but I know they've been awake more this time of day than some of these other locations closer to us. Yep. There you go. No problem. Talk to you. Britain, YOLO. Okay. We're clear of that. Oh, I didn't see. Oops. There you go. That's the way to do it. I'll get it. Still fucking frustrating, though, I'll be honest. Locals say. Oh, there's Morgan. Morgan, what are you doing, Morgan? God damn. Why is Morgan not working? Worry about it. Oh. Oh. Oh, is that official or is just okay? Nice. You. Ranger Commander. Ranger Commander. Head Ranger. Headest Ranger. That was Slim. I was just Commander Ranger. Gasp. Wow. The pores. Look at it. Yep, looks like it. Shinier version. Oh, come on. Strawberry's the best. How are we doing? They salted. million reports. I can come or I can guard the captain. Yeah. Guard the captain reporting. None shall pass. Deputy Feathers right behind me. What's up, Deputy Feathers? What are you doing? Oh, you are hovering. That's pretty amazing. No, you disturbed the horse. There you go. Now you're free. Actually, Senior Deputy Feathers, I'm sorry. What about the promotion? Widgets. Widgets are 5 that are. Are you Jack? Jack. More guns, Jack. At least one of my concealed carries. Wedding Saturday. Not going to have visible guns for it. What do you mean? Oh, I've had such a frustrating morning. Yeah, you can. I mean, you can always put these on. Always put the fuzzy ones on still in front of them. I should take them off and make you guys redeem it. I just keep forgetting because they're comfortable, like on the band. I just kind of forget because they don't fuck with my comfort. I don't have to readjust them. They show up pretty good. Yeah. I mean, technically, sure. Not wrong there. Two more sips. I'm going to refill this. Sips and finish. All right. Back to the rank thing. If I was chasing rank, I'd go to ESO probably, right? I'd probably be a captain over there by now. I don't know why they seem to promote so fast over there, but I think they're. I know Spencer's already like a corporal or sergeant or something. Good for him. Kind of fussed at him. I'm like, God, we really need your time slot now, especially. Had so little people this time of day. Well, we're okay now, roughly, but before now, the before 7 had. All right, I'll put them on. I choose. Adjust them. Morgan. Hi, Day. Uh-oh. That was kind of a youth problem there. That was fairly funny. We have one porch doctor, it looks like. Sitting on the. Oh, Moon is still in town? Oh, awesome. Oh, they still got the addicted lady. Yeah. So I end up talking to Blue so much that sometimes, like, accidentally, the first thing that wants to come out of my mouth is anti-storm. I'm like, God dang it, not my aunt. But how you doing, hon? Why are you? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why are you? Why are you look jacked up again? What's happening? Oh, that's kind of kick ass with that. Fine. That was probably fun then. That was probably extra fun. Nice. Nice. I knew better. Well, there's a. Oh, okay. There's a few that are surprising. Jesse O'Brien is really good at that stuff. Is you? I believe it. He's just, department. I've noticed he's stuff. I guess so. Really. Another one is Benjamin. At least when the boxing ring was around, yeah, he always. Man, I couldn't beat that big guy, but he always kicked. I could never beat him. That's funny. That's a good excuse. I'm not going to hit a lady. I mean, valid. You know what I mean? Okay, well, okay, whatever, but you know what I mean. Sorry. Okay, all right. Equal rights and equal lefts. Okay, fair enough. All right. You're right. I guess I should go hit Missy because of her promotion. Behind the curve now. Damn it. Instincts are wrong. So what are you doing? How's Venera? Oh, did you get your horse okay? Did you get your horse well again, or is it still not good? Couldn't pull it through. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Ouch. Okay, okay. All right, honey. Okay. Oh, I understand. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll be around. Keep me posted. But she does. I mean, get it? Right. Me too. What's up, Frags? All right. I still got to talk to him. Sent like 20 messages. I told you. I told you I might be able to pick him up out of a crowd probably because you know, how many times have I seen him? I haven't seen him in probably a month that I can actually remember being in a crowd where he was pointed out to me. I'm like, okay, that's Drago. I believe you. I told you. We've talked about this. I even sent word through everybody. I said, listen, tell Drago I need to talk to him so we can clear the air. Let's tell Drago I'm not going to be able to remember or pick him up out of a crowd probably. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, and that was like, and the last time it happened, it was like, yes, ma'am. Is that you who keeps putting sand in my pockets? Why are people putting sand in my pockets? I don't even understand what this is now about. I mean, I have suspicions. I usually am pretty good about watching for that shit, but apparently I've been distracted enough to miss it a couple times. Well, because at least certain people bring it up randomly who wouldn't know about it. So those are the people I'm immediately suspicious of, at least people who were maybe not in proximity of the conversation. So right now that right now it narrows it down to I don't know. I gotta look at my notes. That's a separate investigation I'm working on. Who? Yeah, Jack brought it up. Yeah, Jack did bring it up, so I figured he was one of them. But you know, right. Well, I've only got managed to only 2 so far, so we'll see how it goes. 2 whole sand pieces. These 2 pieces of sand. Oh yeah, yeah, pocket birds. I wish you could use the pocket sand in like combat, right? Throw it in someone's eyes. Welcome. Okay. Keep in mind, keep me in posted on Baby Venera. She probably was not even writable till what, tomorrow? Maybe tonight or midnight, probably. Yeah, tomorrow sometime. Cool. Let me know. Huh. Okay. That's a lot of steps, but okay. All right. Okay. Hey. All right. I don't know. Why don't you have a separate bucket for this stuff, like a shit bucket? Yeah. Wait, that's destroying government property. She's fine on the government property. I like how they didn't even question that we just made that shit up. Yeah, exactly. I guess you're technically right. If it's fire, then it's a no-no. If you figure out another way to do it, no big deal. Right, right. Yeah. Where are you, Morgan? Go clock in. Creeping around town. Oh, damn. Morgan. What are you doing, Morgan? Yep, I knew it. Hattie. I know. Look, Shogun had like I'm in trouble tone in his voice. I'm sure he's actually not, but that was hilarious. He immediately felt guilty. I'm gonna give him a hard time about that. So, Shogun, why you found so guilty? What was that, Richard? Maybe. Uh-oh. Fight, 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 fight. Oh. You guys have a fight triangle going now. No, I know. I've heard. Are you kidding? I've known. She's one of the first Native Americans I met coming off the train when I moved out here and became a lawman. And yeah, I could tell she was dangerous the day I met her. Yeah, that's his strategy. Yes. No, the overalls, the farming outfit is better. Probably pink or something. Oh yeah. Yeah, basically. Oh, that is amazing. The hat makes it. Nope, the hat makes the outfit for sure. Never mind. No, no wait. What does Morgan always say? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh my God, don't worry about it. Wait, what is her look? I gotta see. Wait a minute. What does she dress like? Or basically like that. Sandy, I see what you did there. How dare you, Shogun? We're not like that in 1902. We don't kink shame. We don't even kink shame Morgan. Uh, There's another one, scot-free. I don't know. Like they use the word scot-free. How long she been in the county? Yeah, I get you. You always check the old ones too, right? I do just in case. I found someone over there that wasn't in the MDT, but they were in the old one. I think she had a cattle. Relatively. Or you know what I mean. Name told me, and I absolutely. Yep, yep. Oh God, it's not. Oh shit. Time for my breakfast too. I'll be back in a little while. Notice that shit. My horse. Lose the time track like this. Oh, sorry. I gotta make a quick call. Uh, uh. Alright, guys. I gotta raid you guys away, and I'll be back. So, find back about hour and a half or so. You guys come by. Sorry, my morning was so fucking frustrating. Just why did this reset my? Uh, okay, that's blue. Here's a new stream. Two followers. Oh, let's fix that shit, guys. Definitely gonna raid him. King Res Live. I will be back a little bit later. Give this guy lots of love. Let's fix. I'll be back. This dude has 2 followers. Everyone give him a follow, please. All whatever 20. Coming by. Mwah, smooches. You know how that shit goes. Ah, ah. And raid time. Be back later.